This is sentence analysis. Moving on to compound sentences. So we've already done a lot of work with analyzing simple sentences, with extensions. We've talked about attributives, direct objects, indirect objects. So you probably feel pretty comfortable with this by now. And now we're going to move on to compound sentences. So here is one example. I searched carefully everywhere, and at last I found it. Now, whenever we're doing sentence analysis, the first question we always ask ourselves is, what is the action? Now, in this sentence, there are two. Searched and found. Okay. All right. Now, let's draw our attention to the word searched. Which words go along with searched? I searched carefully everywhere. So we're just gonna make a bracket or something around this. I searched carefully everywhere. Typically, we would have our roll of tape here, or adding machine tape, and we'd be cutting our sentences into pieces, but we don't all have that at home. So we're gonna use what we've got. We probably got paper, pencil, and colored pencils. So now when we read that, I searched carefully everywhere, could that stand on its own as a sentence? Yeah, it could. Now let's look at the next verb that we found. Found, actually. Haha. Now which words go along with found? At last I found it. So I'm going to put brackets around that. Now, could I, in a sentence, say, at last I found it? I sure could, and that would be a sentence. But what we have here is one sentence with two pieces that could be sentences on their own. Now, that's what makes it compound. There's two parts. This first part that could stand on its own, we're going to label it A. Now, if you want to use other colored pencils other than black, you can totally go for that. But I'm just going to use black because it really stands out right now. And it's in my hand. And then our second piece that could stand out on its own is B. Now, there's one word here that doesn't have anything. Lonely little and. Now, what kind of word is that? If you can think back to your parts of speech, the word that joins two thoughts or lists of things, those are our conjunctions. So in order to code this, what makes our compound sentence, I'm going to, just because I like it, the coding that Montessori does, I'm going to draw our pink rectangle above and, because that shows that it's our conjunction joining our two compound sentences, or two pieces together. Now I gotta go through another example because a lot of times we can just think, all right, and is our conjunction, that's the only one. But I want us to think outside the box. There's a whole lot more, there's many more conjunctions. So let's look at this one. I tried to get caught up on laundry, but I am too far behind. Hashtag virtual school problems. So what are our actions here? I tried to get caught up on laundry. Our actions here are tried, so we could circle or underline, it's up to you, to get caught up on laundry, but I am too far behind. Now, in the second piece here, the verb or the action here is am, because verbs are also state of being. So am, was, is, were, those are also verbs too. So let's look at our first verb. Which words go along with verb? I tried, or our verb tried. I tried to get caught up on laundry. So that's going to be our first piece. It's going to be A. And could that stand on its own? Yes, I tried to get caught up on laundry. Yes, that is a statement, a true statement. And then am. Which words go along with am? I am too far behind. And as we listen to that, we know that that could stand on its own as a sentence. I'm too far behind. And that was going to be part B. Now, compound sentences, you could get part B, C, D, E. Maybe you could make that a really big sentence and figure out how many pieces you can come up with and still have it make sense. Realistically, that could turn into a run-on sentence, but it's still fun to make really big, long sentences and analyze them for all the different pieces. And then we have, of course, our conjunction, and this one time I used the conjunction but instead of and. If you really want to get fun with have fun embellishing your work, you could draw pictures like here's me sad that I am so far behind on my laundry, and here's my laundry basket just overflowing with all the clothes. Pink clothes, red clothes, blue clothes. Anyways, that's enough for now. Have fun.